is unreal. You know, like you think about the history of the game and the history of this franchise, and to be part of this, I can't even explain.
Alex Cora sharing what it's like to break the franchise record for wins in his first season as a manager. What's up, guys? I'm Rachel Holt. Welcome into Red Sox Now. The Red Sox reach win 106 on Monday, surpassing the previous record of 105 wins set back in 1912. You know, before televisions were invented. But we're watching the 2018 Red Sox and what they're doing very clearly, and in HD at that. Fenway Park using the 106 plate for the first time ever. The Sox are just the 19th team in MLB history since 1900 to win as many as 106 games, and they have the most wins since the 2001 Mariners, who reached 116. So when did the guys know this team was special? Well, if you ask Mookie Betts, since day one. The slugger sharing he knew from the beginning. And for the more skeptical people out there who maybe took some more convincing, it's hard not to have a reason to smile as we near October. In reaching number 106, Alex Cora's guys clinched the best record in the majors, which means they get home field advantage throughout the playoffs. That's right, the Sox stole their own thunder because normally we would have started the show by talking about how they are AL East champs for the third year in a row. On September 20th, the Red Sox beating the New York Yankees in enemy territory, which makes it that much sweeter, to win the division. So out comes the champagne, the goggles very necessary as they pop bottles all over the visitors' clubhouse. Chris Sale looks like he has it down at this point. Just do us all a favor and be careful with that left arm, please. And Mookie Betts says he may need a new phone.
You know what sucks? My phone is in my pocket.
Hopefully that won't be the last of the champagne bottles this year. The Sox have their sights on the postseason with the World Series as their ultimate goal, but they aren't the only ones. The playoff picture is now starting to take shape, and the AL playoff field is set. The Yankees facing the Athletics in the wild card game, with the winner playing the Sox in the division series, while the Indians and reigning champion Astros will face off in the ALDS. Over in the NL, things aren't as clear yet. The Atlanta Braves are the only ones locked in after clinching the NL East, but are still playing for home field advantage. There's a lot going on in MLB, so let's make sure you're up to date with some of the latest news happening, and there are some big storylines going on. Shohei Ohtani will undergo Tommy John surgery in the offseason. This means that pitching is out of the question until 2020, but the two-way star still wants to be able to hit next season. He told reporters swinging doesn't affect his elbow in any way, and he feels like he's progressing as a hitter. It appears the Blue Jays will not be bringing back John Gibbons as a manager for the 2019 season. Gibbons led the team to back-to-back ALCS appearances in 2015 and 2016, but the past 2 years have been a different story. This is the team's second consecutive losing season. Gibbons was in his second stint as Toronto's manager. And this is the best news we've heard all week. Former Red Sox second baseman and NESN color analyst Jerry Remy, who in August announced he had been diagnosed with cancer again, tweeting on Tuesday, "Final session of radiation today. We'll be on NESN tomorrow night to join the guys for an inning. Looking forward to visiting Fenway." We are looking forward to it too, Jerry. I don't think the tweets get any better than that, but Casey McDonald has been checking out social media for the best post for this week's Rams Social Drive. Casey, take it away.
It's time for your Rams Social Drive. So the Bills played the Vikings today. They won 27-6, as you already know. Maybe they had some extra motivation since the Vikings roasted the Bills, I guess, intern who tweeted this. So your Bills have arrived. The video tweeted was supposed to map the trek from Buffalo to Minnesota. Only problem is that it maps the trip from like Buffalo to Wisconsin. Vikings Twitter replying, "We actually play in the other Minnesota." So some of the Midwestern states, they're kind of hard to keep track of. Am I right? I'm kind of right. Okay, this may be my favorite photo from Major League Baseball this week, cut for with the perfect caption to boot. "Honey, I Shrunk the Umpire," 2018 edition. It's cute, cute, cute. And do you know Kanye West is from Chicago? Yes, you know that. You know he named his third child Chicago. He loves that city. So who else would the Cubs and White Sox ask to throw out the first pitch during their game today? Kanye. His son Saint, though, kind of stole the show. That's your Rams Social Drive.
Social Drive is presented by Ram. Come in now to the Ram summer clearance event and get a great deal today.
Look at you. You got a Ram. What made you do that?
A lot of reasons.
It's got comfort you wouldn't believe, not to mention legendary Hemi V8 power.
More people are switching to Ram trucks than ever before. And now get $1,000 bonus cash if you make the switch during Ram Power Days.
That about does it for this episode of Red Sox Now, but before we go, check this out. Many of us have doppelgangers or people that we look like, but not all of us get to have a cool interaction like this. On a taping of Live with Kelly and Ryan, Ryan Seacrest spots Sox reliever Joe Kelly in the crowd and comments on their striking resemblance. I mean, these two really do look a lot alike. So, will Jim Buchanan maybe fill in for Seacrest during the offseason? Stay tuned. It's Joe Kelly's world, and we're all just living in it. Thanks for watching. Go Sox!